then she says the most outrageous shit after.
And he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time.
Stop talking for right now, and I just want you to look at some of these pictures that they take.
Wait!
Are you serious?
There's more.
Oh!
Good evening, niggas. Today we are talking about crash outs, but not any crash out. Crash outs that are actually kind of valid. This is basically a crash out due to something that is justified, understandable, or reasonable. These will also be the categories for each of the valid crash outs I talk about. So we're going to be jumping from different cartoons, movies, and other media so that I can inform you niggas on what some of these crash outs look like. So y'all know the drill. Sit back, relax, grab your favorite flavored Tide Pod, and get ready for a show. Narrated by yours truly. Let's get it. So for my first example of a reasonable crash out, we will be jumping into the world of regular show.
Oh no, Benson? He's gonna talk about Benson. Yup.
Now, if you've seen regular show, you know that this nigga Benson is a grade A crash out. This nigga yells more than anybody I've ever seen. Yes. And a lot of people say he's a bad boss and that he has anger problems. But if you look at the shit he goes through on a daily basis, I don't know how anyone would be able to keep their cool. And if you ask me, his crash outs are reasonable every single time. Like, have y'all seen the dumbass niggas he has as workers? Especially Mordecai and Rigby. These are two of the worst employees I've ever seen.
12 seconds later.
My God.
They will have a job as simple as folding clothes, and 5 minutes later, the whole group will end up on another planet battling some ancient god for their souls. And when the shit is all over, these niggas just start singing and joking around. There was this episode where they just kept doing shit terribly wrong. They were trying to water the plants, but didn't want to get the water hose because they were too lazy. And they decided to use Diet Coke to water the plants.
Oh my God, I remember that episode.
Yeah, but the hose. Oh, what? It's too hard to get the hose off the shed?
And then not even 2 minutes later, these niggas had to wash off the golf cart, and they were trying to dry it off with sandpaper.
What is this?
Oh my God.
You're scratching up the whole thing!
These niggas are a special breed of idiot. So Pops ends up telling Benson to stop yelling at them because it's negative.
I was referring to you. What? I'd like you to stop yelling at Mordecai and Rigby. Is this nigga serious?
And immediately as he goes outside, Mordecai and Rigby are just sitting there, still not doing what they're told to do.
Guys are still not done.
Yeah, exactly. But when you turn it on...
Are you...
Get out of my sight!
He then...
Nah, I don't even care. I will have to fire them immediately. I'm sorry. I'm firing them. Like, as much as I love Mordecai and Rigby, they had to go. They had to go because they was not getting nothing done. They was just goofing off, and I'm just like, bruh, what are y'all even here for? Y'all just gonna goof off? Terminated, both of y'all.
Has to go search up anger management courses online, and after that, he walks downstairs, and these niggas tore up the entire house. And you want to know what they were looking for? The keys to the golf cart that they were just using. He ends up calming himself down by counting to 100 and goes on a walk. And by the time he's done counting, he sees Mordecai and Rigby painting the shed. And these niggas not only have a huge mess on the grass,
but wait, there's more.
The way these niggas decide to paint the walls is by painting their entire body and running into the wall. This nigga Mordecai ends up breaking a damn hole in the wall. And to make shit worse, when Benson starts counting down to calm down, they start counting with Benson.
90, 91.
Are you serious?
And by the end of the episode, this nigga Benson ends up going Super Saiyan, and Pops finally lets him yell at Mordecai and Rigby, and he unleashes all his pent-up anger.
If you don't yell at Mordecai and Rigby right now, you're fired!
He gonna let that out.
You lazy no-good slackers drive me nuts! Can't you just listen to me once in your worthless life? Because if you did, you'd see I'm trying to teach you some simple responsibility!
And I don't know how long this nigga has had this power, but if I was Benson, I would have been used this to blast these dumbass niggas off the planet by now. So the fact that Benson is always yelling is reasonable to me. I couldn't imagine waking up every day and having to go through shit like this.
What the heck, Rigby? What's the matter with you? Ah, Rigby!
Are you serious?
Now, Benson is probably my favorite reasonable crash out, but now it's time for the justified crash out.
Boy, you can just start packing up.
Oh no, I already know what's about to happen.
Honey, because I believe you're about to...
So for the next character we got is this nigga from B-Movie. His name is Ken. And if you don't know what happened to him, listen up, listen close, and pay attention. Cause what happened
after how many times I done watched the B-Movie so many times. Me, I always thought that, you know, Ken always was jealous because, what was her name? Vanessa. I'm trying to put it into words. I'm constantly stuttering. When I was a kid, I watched B-Movie, and Ken will always just get mad at Vanessa for no reason because she was just talking to a bee, which is what was his name? Benson? Barry. And as I gotten older, I finally realized that they were just talking to each other, or no, just a lot of stuff just happened. Like, and I finally figured why. And yeah,
what happened to this nigga is traumatizing. This nigga ended up getting his girl taken. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, that's not that bad. That happens all the time.
No.
This nigga got his girl taken by a bee.
Ain't no way. Why would it be this motherfucker?
Not a person named B, not even a person with B as their nickname, but an actual insect. Yes, nigga, a bee. A bee took this nigga's girlfriend. And as a kid, I thought this nigga Ken was tweaking.
That's what I literally just said. I thought when I was a kid, I thought Ken was tweaking the fuck out for no fucking reason. But then as I gotten older, now I know why.
Me and my underdeveloped kid brain didn't understand why he was trying to kill the bee every time he saw him.
Right.
But now I understand. This nigga Barry was flirting with her constantly, visiting her house, and doing so much shit behind his back. And his girl is even caught on a dinner date with this nigga. Mind you, this is a bee we're talking about. Just in case you forgot, this right here is what we're discussing. He walks in on his girl having a literal dinner date with a bee. And look what she says, bro.
Well, hello.
Oh, Ken.
Hello.
I didn't think you were coming.
Nigga, what do you mean? You didn't think he was coming? Nigga, that is a bee. Even if Ken didn't come in time, what the hell are you doing having a dinner date with a bee? And peep his whole little setup too. Like, what is this little nigga even eating? And he ends up damn near burning the restroom down trying to kill Barry. And this nigga's girlfriend stops him, bruh. Then she says the most outrageous shit after.
And he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time.
You mean to tell me you talking about that he was the nicest bee that I met in a long time, bruh? Just how? How? Please tell me how. How in the world? I just don't understand how. The nicest bee I met in a long time. I can't.
He happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time.
And this ain't the first time she saved this nigga either.
Don't kill him.
You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me.
I forgot to mention, Ken is allergic to bees. I feel so bad
Oh.
for Ken. Getting your
Wow, I totally forgot that he actually said that, like, when Ken, like first saw the bee. I didn't even know he was allergic to them. So that's why. I don't know, I could be wrong, but damn, I feel bad for Ken.
stolen is already traumatizing enough. I mean, I can't relate. I'm usually on the other side of these situations, if you get what I'm saying.
Boy, if you don't get...
But I'd imagine it's a terrible feeling by a literal bee. Like, that is insane. I hope Ken is doing good wherever he is now, because his crash outs in this movie are 100% justifiable, for sure.
Yogurt night's so difficult.
If I was Ken, I would have done unspeakable things to that nigga Barry. Next, we have the understandable crash out.
Who will strike first and brand themselves a
Who is that?
cold-blooded killer?
Oh, Star Wars. What's this? Clone Wars?
Now, the reason I didn't put this nigga in reasonable or justified crash out is because he kinda did some shit that wasn't really justifiable or reasonable.
Master Skywalker, there are too many of them. What are we going to do?
Police steady watching me. Every day they clocking me. Red alert, I'm the dangerous. I keep that clock on me. And that...
But I'll get back to that later. And a lot of people just blame Padme for his crash out tendencies, but I think it's a little bit more complex than that. So when we first meet Anakin, he's a cool little nigga. All he really wants is for him and his mom to be freed from slavery, which is understandable. Then as the story moves on, he slowly shows more of his emotional side. And at the same time, he's also growing really tired and more confused of the Jedi Order. Cause these niggas are supposed to be his family basically, and they are dismissing all of his feelings and concerns to the side every time he tries to talk. The Jedis would hear Anakin tell them some deep emotional concerns, and they would just look at him and say,
Oh, man.
And also, the Jedi Order, which is supposed to be one of the most powerful political and military groups ever, never go to intervene with Tatooine to stop the slave trade or free Anakin's mom, which in my opinion really would have helped this nigga Anakin emotionally, but they didn't. And that leads Anakin to go save his mom because he had already been having dreams about her dying. Now what he did was technically mass murder. We're not gonna, applaud that, but they did have this nigga's mom tied up. But you know when the Jedi did intervene with Tatooine? When this nigga Jabba the Hutt's ugly ass son got kidnapped. Then the Jedi felt the need to go handle that, which is really wild because Jabba is literally in charge of the slave trade that enslaved Anakin and his mom for years. And the Jedi who were supposed to be on Anakin's side go to help what is essentially his slave master. See? At this point, I'm on his side in terms of crashing out. Another thing we see a lot of is Anakin loves hard and gets attached to people who show him any form of real respect or genuine love. This is why he really likes people like Ahsoka, Padme, and Obi-Wan so much. And this nigga is willing to risk his life to save these same niggas too. He got his whole hand cut off just to save Obi-Wan's life. I would have had to just let my friend get slimed out. I ain't losing my life. I need it for stuff. Nothing like particular, but I just need it, Yeah. And it sucks for him too, because the same deep love and attachment he has for people eventually ruins him. Now at this point, we're on the last of the movies, being episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Now this is when this nigga goes full crash out. And this is also the peak of Anakin's confusion and conflict within the rules the Jedi have him follow. And he's becoming more dark as the movie goes on.
King Vaughn.
While this is happening, he's having dreams of his girl dying in childbirth. And even though he isn't happy with the Jedi at this point, he still leans on them and tries to talk about his feelings to Master Yoda. And this nigga Yoda was not giving any advice that Anakin wanted. Basically, all Yoda said was,
Hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be aight, nigga. You tough, right?
So this leaves Anakin to kind of fully be done with the Jedi bullshit. He's not allowed on the council, Yoda's old ass didn't help, and he's scared of losing Padme. So as you probably know, now comes Palpatine. And up to this point, Palpatine has been dick riding this nigga Anakin hard. And he's doing this to win Anakin over, and it works. He ends up telling Anakin that he knows a way to save people from dying. And Anakin hears this, and is like,
That's a great idea. I'm with that.
So fast forward a little bit, and we got Mace Windu confronting and fighting Palpatine. But during the fight, Anakin shows up, and just as Mace is about to kill Palpatine, Anakin saves him and cuts off Mace Windu's hand. Leading to Mace Windu being electrocuted and sent flying to his death. And like your average police officer, neither of them get jail time or punishment for killing this black guy.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Shit's crazy. We got over 900 races in Star Wars, and we still chose to kill the black guy. This is also where Darth Vader becomes the thing. So he's no longer Anakin anymore. Because at this point, he's willing to do anything to save his girl.
Just help me save Padme's life. I can't live without her.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
And now the real crash outs begin.
Execute
Order 66.
Now this scene here is the main reason why I won't put him on reasonable or justified crash out lists, cause while I do understand him, I do not think that this was the right thing to do. Beating up little niggas is never really a good option if you want to be viewed as a good person. So yeah, just wanted to clear that up before I wrap up. So at this point, Anakin has killed hella people, he's betrayed everyone he knows, and is currently on his way to Mustafar to kill every single political figure that's left alive. But then Padme shows up to confront him, and this nigga lifts her up and chokes her. And this was the dumbest of his actions to me, because this is the same person you're trying to save and you're choking the life out of her because she asked you a few questions? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. Why the fuck would you choke out your only shorty that understands you more than anybody else? She's the only person that you want her to be saved, and yet here you go, giving her the invisible chokehold because she asked you a hell of questions? Because she asks you questions? Nigga, I guess.
And then we get the famous Obi-Wan versus Anakin fight. And Anakin ends up becoming the first handicapped Sith Lord. And also ends up losing everything he loved because he crashed out. And like I said in the beginning, I understand why he crashed out over all this. He was mistreated from day one all the way till now. And I don't condone his actions at all, but in terms of understanding why, I do understand. He was a slave, his mom got packed up, he wasn't allowed onto the council, no one cared about his feelings, he lost both of his legs, he lost his girl, and that nigga's bald now. Any of these things would have turned me into a crash out. But yeah, that was the final crash out for today's video. This one was a little bit longer than the rest because Anakin is one of my favorite characters, so I had to yap a bit longer than the rest. And I actually enjoyed making this, so I might run it back for a part 2 or do a series maybe. Y'all let me know what y'all think. But I'm tired of talking to y'all niggas. Cue my outro music.
We're going to do a part 2 since that one was like a little bit shorter. We're going to do one final one, and the next one is things you should never do part 1. Let's get it popping.
You're probably not all there in the brain. Your IQ is probably average at best. You got some mental problems that probably need fixing, and you probably done a lot of stupid shit in your life. But there are some things that are just not acceptable at any point in time ever. And today, that's what I'm gonna be covering. Normally, I do nigga commentary for anime, movies, and cartoon stuff, which I mean, hey, since you're here, maybe check those out after this video, because I mean, it's not like you're doing anything else after this. But today, I am about to go to the store and get a few errands. Because a storm is about to happen, but okay. To speak up and speak my mind, because some of these things are just not right, and I won't stand for it anymore. So let's get into it. So the first thing you should never do is take or let your girl go to a Chris Brown concert.
Yep, and he's exactly right, and let me tell you why. Because I have seen so many people on social media, Facebook, Instagram, shit, even TikTok. I see people taking pictures with Chris Brown in the most explicit way. And they will pay like thousands or just hundreds of dollars of like money just to get one photo shoot with Chris Brown, making you do the explicit pose to you. And I just be saying, and the worst part is that some of the women are in a relationship. Let me tell you this one more time. There are women out there that will do Chris Brown's photo shoots or concerts for thousands of dollars while they're in a fucking relationship. In a relationship, nigga. Now, don't get me wrong. You trying to go see your favorite celebrity, artist, or rapper? That's understandable. But what I do not understand is that women who in a relationship, for the people that like, okay, for the women that's like single and stuff, that don't matter. Like, they ain't got nothing to do with this. But with those who are in a relationship, they're trying to take pictures of Chris Brown, consider yourself single, because why would you do that? But I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna let him do the talking. But that's my opinion.
Now this thing should be a no-brainer, but if you're still taking your girl or going with your girl to Chris Brown concerts, then I got some news for you, buddy. You're cooked.
Yes, sir.
Is this nigga serious?
Like what? Why? Why would you want to go to this concert? Why? Especially if you're in a relationship or married. Ugh.
Serious?
This nigga will literally take a random girl from the crowd, put her in the most freaky, diabolical position, sing to her, look her dead in her eyes, grind on her for 5 minutes, and then send her back in the crowd like nothing happened. Like, nigga, that's my girlfriend.
And then he kisses them. Yeah, consider yourself a single woman. If Chris Brown, for an example, if I have a relationship with a different woman and a woman that I'm with is a huge Chris Brown fan, Chris Brown fan, and then the moment Chris Brown looks at or points at my girl like this and says, "Come here," like come on here while he's singing, and I would have told her like, if you go up there, I'm breaking up with your ass. And if she continues to go up there with Chris Brown, yeah, I'm done. I'm out. Get me the fuck out. I don't care if I wasted money on tickets. Well, I did waste the tickets because ain't no way I'm not gonna just like pay thousands of dollars just for you to go see your favorite celebrity artist just to get grind on and get kissed on.
No. At Chris Brown's concerts before, it wasn't like this. He was just dancing and singing. I don't know what happened to make this nigga want to do all of this.
Who's a freaky ass nigga?
Why?
And it gets worse too, because he has these meet and greets, and people are not only paying thousands of dollars to meet him.
You mean to tell me you're paying $1,200, damn near $1,300 just to go see Chris Brown?
But they're also taking pictures with him. Now that might not sound too bad, but I'm gonna stop talking for right now, and I just want you to look at some of these pictures that they take.
Wait!
Are you serious?
There's more!
I want you to also imagine that this is your girl in these photos. Okay, now let's continue.
Oh! Couple is going viral for paying $1,000 to attend Chris Brown's meet and greet. Why? Make sure you're single. Don't be doing this while you're in a relationship, because that's just crossing boundaries. I don't care if you pay like $1,000 some dollars just to go see this nigga. Fuck you. No.
Ain't no way. Boy, I wanna beat this motherfucking ass, boy. Ain't no.
Now let's stop here. This is her nigga, and this is her with Chris Brown. There is not any amount of money that would convince me to let things like this take place. If my girl trying to do this shit, nigga, we are done.
We're done.
And mind you, they are paying for these photos, which means she's probably going to be saving them, posting them. And I hope this isn't true and this is just some bullshit rumor, but some girls are even putting them up as posters in their house.
What? Oh, hell no!
But for these boyfriends, if you got a girlfriend and they're posting their pictures up as a wedding photo, I'm done with you. Fuck you. Fuck everything that we had. I don't give a shit if we've been together for years, months, or any of that shit. I don't give a fuck if we're married. Especially if we're married, I'm signing the divorce papers. We're fucking done. And you know how women gonna be. They be like, oh my god, it's just a picture. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Why are you doing this? Putting it as a fucking photo.
And I just can't think of a reason I would willingly put myself through this type of trauma. And I've seen some women try to defend this shit and say that people are insecure.
How is that insecure? How is that insecure? Bitch! You are putting, I'm gonna say this again, putting a fucking picture of you in a fucking artist or rapper on your fucking photo, do you not understand that this is crossing boundaries? Boundaries, nigga! Boys are really mad that at a Chris Brown meet and greet. Elmau, insecure losers. It's just girl having fun. Yeah, having fun, crossing boundaries, and cheating on their man. What? If the roles were reversed, and if a man is trying to go see a female rapper, for instance, Ice Spice, Lotto, Megan Thee Stallion, or even Rihanna, I'm telling you right now, women will be throwing a temper tantrum. Because the way how men be grabbing a female rapper's ass, bruh, I'm telling you right now, they will throw a massive fit.
Or girls are just having harmless fun, and to that,
I'm sorry, but look at this shit. Look. Matter of fact, I'm about to move my camera because you probably can't see it. Look at this shit. Look! Chris Brown choke you. And there's another one right here that she's literally on him. No, I cannot stand for that.
Say, peep this. Imagine that a random girl comes up to your man, starts singing to him, and gives him 30 seconds of whatever this is, while looking him in his eyes, and he just sits there, smiles, and enjoys it.
Yup.
See? Not so cool.
And I literally just said that just a few seconds ago. If the roles were reversed and if a female rapper grabs a random nigga or a boyfriend up to the stage and she gives him that same treatment of what Chris Brown is doing to that girl, yeah, that female will throw a massive fucking fit and start trying to fight us and shit. Come on now.
Got him.
Come on now.
You fucking got him.
Come on now.
I rest my case. And if you look through Twitter or Instagram, you'll see that.
What the this? Wait a minute. Hold on. I got some stuff out the way. Let me move it out the way. This was soon to be my fiance. This photo has gone viral. This was her birthday present. In my head, I was convinced that a meets and greets means shaking hands and getting signed autographs, black and white picture, or CD. I am heartbroken, devastated, embarrassed, and bamboozled. Once I seen this photo and seen how viral it's gotten with the insensitive support comments, I ended the engagement immediately, going to the gym, start my life with Jesus until a new path is developed with the Lord's guidance.
Yeah, that's been some crazy.
And it said fuck everyone that supported her. Young man, you did a right thing. W for that.
Breakups over this shit. I feel bad for all the guys who had to experience this.
Right.
Literally after my picture went viral, my boyfriend broke up with me about a week later after arguing because he felt like Chris was too close on me. I'm just like, it's one of the most respectable pictures.
How's that respectable pictures if this nigga is literally choking them and some of the women are literally sitting on him? Girl, shut the fuck up.
Like I was bending over, grabbing my ankles.
Girl, shut up.
But I would trade my ex for meeting Chris Brown 100 more times. So definitely really, really right there.
Is this nigga serious?
The next thing you should never do is eat meat from Dollar Tree. Now, I'm a big fan of Dollar Tree, Dollar General, and all the other dollar stores. They got some legit stuff there for the low. Now, I'll admit, it's not always name brand. It's been a few times I've had to settle for stuff like Nutmaster instead of Nutella, Dave Soap instead of Dove Soap, and Hold and Shoulders instead of Head and Shoulders.
Hold and Shoulders?
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
What?
But, you know, I think they all work fine. I mean, I haven't really had a problem with it. But there's one thing I will never do, and that's eat any form of meat product from any dollar store. And by far the worst meat I've seen there is steaks. And not any type of steak, but ribeye steaks. Yes,
ribeye?
That's right, nigga. Ribeye steaks from Dollar Tree. You have to be a sick individual to eat these, man. And there's people out there that's eating them. This nigga got 3. And like I said, no hate on dollar stores, but there isn't a real reason y'all should be selling steaks. Like, let's be for real, my nigga. Because there's no way this is real beef, let alone actual meat.
Oh my God, what is that? Is that real?
And if you look at the brave souls that have managed to cook and eat this Dollar Tree steak bullshit, the meat doesn't even look good or real.
Doesn't make great out either way.
ribeye, so let's see what this $3 ribeye from Dollar Tree is about.
200 people died.
They shutting down Dollar Tree, they is. I'm telling you, they is. For real, they is.
Next thing you should never do is take your grown ass to Pop the Balloon dating show.
Oh my god. Yes. Fucking yes. Like, I've seen a lot of them on YouTube. And women, like, why are y'all doing this shit? Honestly. That's just, like, grabbing attention, or you just suck at getting girls or boys. Don't get me wrong, I'm antisocial as fuck, but I'm not about to go to no dating show or something that has something to do with romance or anything, because, like, I'm not gonna get embarrassed. Like, just like, for example, just imagine you're going to one of these go to the Pop Balloon dating shows. You're like, and if a girl or man gets rejects you, you're gonna get embarrassed. And it's gonna be online, while millions of people commenting on what she said to you and how do you respond. That's the, bro, I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it for the man and women. Don't do it.
Now, if you don't know what this is, these are essentially a new dating type of show on YouTube for people to meet and find love, or, you know, smash. But the reason I'm telling you not to do this is to protect your own sanity, self-esteem, and pride. Because a lot of the time, these don't end or even start well. And if you're chopped already and don't look appealing, it's really not gonna go your way. Trust me on it.
Yeah, because the moment you even come to that room and all them girls sees you and they start popping their balloon, trust and believe me, you're gonna feel embarrassed. And you on camera too.
This one. Because the way these shows work, you walk out by yourself into this white backdrop with a group of men or women standing in a row, each holding a balloon. The balloon is for them to either pop or not pop, depending on if they find you attractive or want to date you. Now, that might not sound too bad to some people, but that's just the beginning. So if you manage to even make it past walking out, which some niggas don't, some niggas get every single balloon popped as soon as they walk out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the moment, like, if you, like, the moment you even go inside the room and you see all those women, like, popping their shit, at this point, I would have left. The moment I walk in, I see, and if I see every balloon pop, I'm walking the fuck out. No words, nothing. Walking the fuck out. Because I would have been like, this was just a waste of fucking time. Like,
God damn them.
And if you think I'm lying, check it out.
Why did you pop your balloon?
The fit and the glasses.
The fit.
I can't see. The fit in the glasses. And the fact that she said the glass is like, he can't see. Like, what the fuck you want him to do? Not wear glasses and watch him hit something without him saying he's blind?
And that's another reason why you should never enter these shows. But like I was saying, once they pop their balloon, the host goes to each of the people who popped and asks them specifically why they don't find you attractive or want to date you.
Alright, why you pop my dog?
Height difference.
Why you pop my dog?
Do you have a lisp?
Yeah, I was born like that though.
Oh, okay. I can't take it serious. I never heard.
What the fuck is what?
I mean, that's smooth.
I'm just not attracted to you.
And remember, all this is being caught on camera and posted later that day in 4K Ultra Quality HD on YouTube. The world now has access to seeing a group of people call you ugly, say you can't dress, call you short, say you're fat, and whatever else they can come up with.
Alright, you say I got what? Nah, not the
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
And you just gotta stand there and listen until each one of them is done. And to top it all off, now you're in the same position you were in before you brought your dumb ass up here. Cause you still have no date at the end of this. And now you've just been rejected by 10 people and gotta drive your single, sad ass home. Couldn't be me. Especially if I walk out and everybody pops.
12 seconds.
Couldn't be me.
She wasn't supposed to know that. Why you telling me that shit?
Damn, nigga. I ain't even gonna ask everybody else, bro. What the fuck?
Nah.
Like, and the fact that they're laughing at your ass is even more embarrassing. I would have crashed the fuck out. I ain't gonna lie. I would have crashed out. Like, why the fuck out? And you know what's crazy? There is like a few times to where like there's like women, like as soon as they pop a balloon, one of the women will literally try to pop them for them. Like, bitch, if you don't move, like, damn. Just because I pop my balloon doesn't mean you gotta pop it someone else. Fuck you.
The biggest supervillain that instant. You mean to tell me everybody here thinks I'm ugly? What? And you recording this shit, nigga?
Doors locked. Windows locked. Floor
crashing out.
You got 10 seconds to go back in time and fix your balloons, or we all die here and now. The timer has already started.
Exactly.
Hey, now, cameraman, don't run, nigga. I'm gonna need that SD card immediately.
Exactly. I'm gonna need that shit. Swear to God. Pop the balloon edition. You damn right. The hell?
And if you think just because you have the balloon you're safe, nigga, think again.
Have you been out the country?
Yes, I have. I was in the Navy, so I've been a few places.
Oh, okay.
How many kids you got?
I have one.
You been married before?
I have not.
How old are you?
38.
Yeah, 38. Never been married. That's a deal breaker. I don't like quitters. You might as well stay single. Probably good at it.
So yeah, man, I just can't see how this is not damaging your reputation and pride to unspeakable low levels. Cause I'm really trying to save you niggas from a horrible canon event.
He looks a little gay.
A little gay?
Oh, nigga, you gay.
If you go through this, you're gonna end up hearing a balloon pop in public and start tweaking out. Like, just use a dating app, Instagram, go to the club, or something. Shit, even catfish if you got to. But doing these type of dating shows is never the move. Never bet your whole relationship status on a balloon. Trust me, it won't end well. Next thing you should never do is go to a new barber without doing research. This one means a lot to me because I got a little story to go with it. Now, if you've had a barber already, then you don't have to worry about this, but there will come a dark time in your life where you are left with the task of finding a new barber. And not just any barber, but a good one. And that's where the research comes into play, because not every barber will get you right. Some barbers can't do certain cuts, some barbers can't do certain hairstyles, some barbers be doing this shit. And if you black like me, you gotta find a barber who can cut black people hair. So now it's time for story time. It started about when I was a freshman in high school. And like any freshman, I was trying to get the ladies. So I had to look my best and had the straightest lineup known to man. But at the time, my barber had moved cities and I didn't have a car. And my mom didn't want to take me that far. I also couldn't let my dad cut my hair because that nigga had already messed me up a few months ago. He had me looking crazy, but that's a story for another video. So on to the weekend, my mom gave me two options. Either go to Great Clips and get my hair cut by some nigga named Kyle, or go to this new shop her friend told her about. So I went researching and I went to see the cuts that Kyle could do. He literally only had 2 pictures on what he could do: bald or buzz cut. So that made my choice pretty obvious. I'm going with the barbershop my mom recommended. Only problem is the new barbershop didn't have an Instagram, a Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, website, or anything. The only thing I knew, at least from what my mom told me, is that the barber was black. So I took my chances with the random black barber over that nigga Kyle. It wasn't a race thing, I promise. And before anyone tries to get on my ass, I will be providing the honorary N-word card for all the people who feel offended.
You solar around here? We're just coming around talking to niggers. Sorry, dude. Neighbor. I apologize, man.
So now I gotta find the cut I want. And at the time I had a lot of hair on my head, so picking a cut was getting kind of hard. And I only had about 20 minutes before we were there. So as I'm looking at different cuts and styles, trying to find the cut that will get the most amount of women, I finally choose the one I want. And it looked like this. So now I got the pic of what I want on my phone and we pull up to the shop. So at this point, I'm kind of relieved. I found a barber and I found the cut I want. I'm finna be going crazy on Monday. But then the horror started to trickle in. We get to the parking lot and it was packed. That got me kind of hyped because whenever barbershops got hella cars outside, that usually means it's a good shop. So we go inside and this is where my post-traumatic haircut disorder started. I look around and everybody got somebody in their chair getting cut, except for one nigga. And I asked my mom, "Hey mom, where's the dude who's supposed to cut my hair?" And the person she described was the dude who didn't have anyone in his chair. Now if you don't know, let me put you on game. A barbershop is a busy place. A lot of people need haircuts. And anytime a barber doesn't have a person in their chair, it's usually a sign of 2 things. They have an appointment that they are waiting for, or they just suck at being a barber. And sadly for me, we didn't book a reservation, so y'all can put 2 and 2 together. So before I could even finish talking with my mom, the barber, his name was Darius by the way, started doing the most. He was waving, emoting, and doing everything he could to get me to come over there. And this is also a sign that the barber is in dire need of a client. Anytime a barber is slapping the hell out the chair and hitting the cha-cha slide when you walk in, just know you're about to leave with the worst cut imaginable. And due to time, my mom didn't feel like waiting on any other barber to finish. And this shit hurt my soul, cause I looked around and everybody was getting the coldest lineups and cuts I've ever seen. You would have thought these barbers had degrees in mathematics. So I walked to the chair and turned on my phone to show him the picture I found. And this is when I knew I should have hopped up and ran to the car. This nigga didn't even look at my phone for more than 2 seconds before turning on the clippers and getting to work. I'm not even sure he saw the picture yet. I barely unlocked my phone. So after 45 minutes of cutting and him never showing me the mirror, it was done. I looked at my mom and she was smiling, so that kind of worried me. Cause she ain't ever smiled at my haircuts before, probably cause she had to pay for them all, but still. Then he let me stand up and finally look in the mirror. And this is when my heart dropped and my anger rose to levels I didn't think was capable of. This nigga had given me a high box top. And to make it all worse, the nigga didn't fade or taper anything. It was just bald skin everywhere but the top of my head. I looked like a damn eraser. And the worst part was my lineup was also crooked. Like, bruh, how do you confuse this with this shit? I swear, I would have cried if it wasn't so many people in that shop. I would have sacrificed 7 babies to undo this shit. Fast forward to school on Monday.
No.
Let's just say I probably should have moved schools. Let's check my stats. So after my haircut, I averaged 0 girls, 19 pencils in my hair, 8 slaps to the back of my head, and I think I even lost a few friends that week.
He can't seem to do anything, right? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. I can't believe what I'm seeing.
So yeah, man, one thing you should never do is go to a new barber without seeing if they can cut. Trust me, you don't want to get stuck with a bad barber. And don't get me started about the freaky barbers. You don't want to get them either. And Darius, if I see you again, nigga, I'm going to do unspeakable things to you.
Trust me.
I end it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you do, let me know in the comments. But other than that, I'll see you on in the next video. We out of here. Peace.